Howdy. Welcome to Manic Mark's Art Studio, where I teach you how to do stuff with paint. And the reason I started out with that is because this painting was teaching people how to paint, how to come up with a concept. Okay, so the painting was never finished. There's a really horrible glare I don't like. Oh, by the way, look at this. This is still working. This is the Mark of the Beast number, Manic Mark's number that I got in the mail. Mark of the Beast number. It was my lucky number. I want a string of pearls, but I'm not going to go get it. I just don't get it because I don't care about pearls. What do I care about pearls? Anyway, I'm going to work on this today because it doesn't, as a painting, it doesn't work. It's boring. It's just boring. So what I'm going through and I'm doing, and I realized, anyway, when I start on these things, I just take white paint. I take white paint, and I like working with chip brushes, okay? That works. It's kind of dark back there, so you can see the chip brush stands out pretty good, doesn't it? Chip brush. I like chip brushes because they're cheap. I bought a bulk box of chip brushes, and it kind of leaves some textury things. But I also work a lot just with my hands. Well, I have to use my hands to hold the brush. But no, anyway. What am I gonna do? I like to leave something from the past when I put the stuff from the present on top of these older paintings that I don't like anymore. Some things I like there's this little area right here, I like that. I like the eyeball, at least one of the eyeballs in the cat face. They're going to save that. I don't know if I like the alien head at all. I don't think I do. I'm trying not to fill up spaces with ums. I'll just cut out the parts where I just sit and stare. I don't even know if I don't like the hands either. There's not much on this painting that I like. I have to work around these rhinestone things I've already got on there. I can usually take them off, but I don't know if I want to. I don't like this question mark. I like what it represents. Well, you can't see it. You can't see the whole thing. Down here, it's a question mark. Now it's going to be hard to paint using only the whole thing like this. Anyway, and the word bark over here is stupid. I don't like that. It is one thing I discovered is I like white paint. I was going for this muted thing because I like the muted thing. I wasn't going for it. I just did it and I liked it. But I don't like it anymore. So I'm I'm going up here and I'm cutting this out. This is visual cutting. It's like editing. Visual editing. So I'm cutting this out. And sometimes I just like the shapes that when I cover something up, I just want the shape to be a shape. I just want it to be a shape. Maybe I can live with the dog's head down here. I don't think I can. And plus, you just let things happen. You don't think about it. It's like what you did when you were a kid. Of course, I tried to make my artwork look like Jack Kirby's artwork. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. So basically, you're just working with the overall shapes. Try to get some dynamic stuff happening there. I kind of like that. And then I'll do things like I'll use my hands and I'll do stuff like that. because that adds a little extra energy there. You know, try to work. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Am I done with the white yet? I don't think so. I just don't like these dogs. I don't like these dogs. I don't like that hand. I don't like this down here. I just don't think I can live with these dogs. It just didn't work out when I did that. Some of it worked out great, but this didn't work out. So it's not all of it, it's just this. You don't want to say it all didn't work out. There. See, now I wanted to save that thing, but I can't. I don't like it. I don't like it. See, now I can rub away. I could rub some of it out and reveal it. Revealing that. I think I want this curly Q stuff to go all the way up in there. Revealing that and reveal this. The satellite. Kind of like that. And let's wipe this off there like that. Let's see, we're going to draw, using the finger, we're going to draw an action shape. I'm going to start using art terms now. If it gets to be confusing, just leave a comment and ask me, what does that art term mean? And I'll try to get somebody to answer it for you, because I won't be able to figure it out. Alright. It's cold down here. That's the good thing about painting, because when it's cold, you can warm yourself up as you dry the paint. Oh, that feels good. Painting's hard. It's hard work being an artist. You just think artists sit in a warm, comfortable studio with no pressure on them? Like, the dishes have to be done, the house is dirty, there's no firewood, and it's freezing cold because of that. And probably your back hurts. And there's no money and you're starving. And you're supposed to have fun. Well, life's horrible. You're supposed to have fun. So I remember down here there was a question mark. And I remember finally that the question mark was because I couldn't figure out what an alien wiener looked like. So I put a question mark instead. But I explained it in the video where I was explaining things. So one of the main things going on here is the focal point was wrong. Because the alien head was boring, because it looked like what everybody expects an alien head to look like. In addition to that, it was the green like the body. So you weren't looking at it. I mean, you looked at it, of course, but you weren't looking at it like the big thing, like the big main deal thing. So I had to make an alien head that doesn't look like an alien head, and it has to be the main deal. So I'm making it out of yellow, and we're going to make it more exciting, more dynamic. We're going for the dynamilarity of a new alien head that's round. I can see that it's going to be round. I'm thinking this has to be a horror alien, not a horror. I'm not putting the sex parts in. If I am, it's going to be horror parts. Maybe they don't have sex parts. They have evolved past the need for that. That would make life a lot easier. Although many movies would be much more boring because there wouldn't be sex in advertising, and there wouldn't be sex in movies. You wouldn't be thinking about sex all the time. Either like because you wanted to have sex, or you didn't want to have sex because somebody's pressuring you to have sex. I have to cut all that part out because I'll get in trouble. But that's all anybody thinks about is sex. That's all, and it's weird. It's weird. If it wasn't for sex, we would just lay on the couch. We wouldn't watch TV because it would be too boring. what would we even do? I don't know. You wouldn't want to exercise, because why do you exercise? You exercise so you look good, so that you can attract people that want to have sex with your good-looking body. Think about all the crap that you do just to stay hot and sexy. You try to eat right and take your vitamins. Why do you take vitamins? So that you have energy to go to the doctor to get real pills that will allow you to have sex forever, at least for 4 hours. If you go past 4 hours, you're in trouble. If you have sex, that much sex, something inside your body is going to explode, and you're not going to be very happy. I'm still working on the white. I'm not done yet. The first thing you do is not necessarily the perfect thing, and you can't be hindered by doing more of that first thing. So what I'm going to do now is going to paint myself. Just gonna, if I don't show you anything else, God, I hate this black paint. I got all this black paint and I don't like it. I got to go to this other black paint over here. The expensive black paint. Sometimes I get house paint. I work with all kinds of paint. I really like this really cheap paint that comes from a craft store, because it's really smooth, and when you use a little brush it goes down. But I use all kinds of paint, like house paint. House paints are always very muted, alright? So the craft paint store and the tube paint, it's got a lot more chroma in it. There, you see, I said it! Damn it. You trapped me. You tricked me into using an art term. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to paint an eye like this. And I'm going to paint it like this because I want it to be a bullseye. If I don't like it, I could wipe it off. Understand what I'm saying? And I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. I like that. That's good. That's good. Nobody expected that. I know that nobody expects that. So I like things that aren't expected. Now, I want to paint a mouth, and I do have red paint that I like. Thank God YouTube gives you all this extra video time, so now you don't have to worry about compressing everything down. And the one thing about alien teeth is that everybody draws aliens without teeth. I don't know why that is. I like to put teeth in everything. I remember back in the day, way back, when cartoon teeth were sharp. That's back when cartoon teeth were fun. And we're going to draw this pencil like it doesn't like to draw like too bad, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to draw sharp teeth, because if you were drawing sharp teeth, if an alien had teeth and you drew sharp teeth, then people would be expecting it to be sharp, but they're not expecting it to be non-sharp. And I also like to draw teeth all the way around, because people don't expect teeth to be all the way around like that. Alright, I kind of like that. I don't know if it's dark enough, but if I put I'm afraid to put a thicker line in there. I'm afraid to put a thicker line, but it's something, it needs some, a little bit of shadowing. That's looking pretty good there. That looks like real alien skin there when I do that. I like that. I don't know if I'm going to put a nose. The ear, I have to put an ear in, but I'm thinking, I feel it. I'm just feeling that the alien ear is red. It's a red ear, and it's out here. It's an ear out here. And it's generally the same shape as a human ear, I think. Like that. Although I don't care for that. I don't care for that little shape in there. You see how particular I am? When you look at these paintings, you just think it's like a mad, splashing crazy. But I'm actually sitting here pondering every single mark I put on here. But I don't like it to look that way when it's finished. I painted that way. I felt pressured to paint that way for many years. To make things look as real as possible. But I can never really do it. I never really gave a shit. I never really wanted it to look real. I never cared. I never cared. This, the eyeball, we can make it like it's in a sunken socket with this stuff here. That. A little bit like that. Now what are we gonna do with an alien tongue? We're gonna paint an alien tongue. What do alien tongues look like? What color are they? It's purple. They're purple. Alien tongues are purple. So now we're going to go and put an alien tongue shape in here. And it's just, I'm going to have to use my finger. Sorry. Sometimes the finger is the only thing that will do it. And we'll just accent it later on. Put it out there long enough. Little shape like that. See, action painting, the only thing that stops an action painting from being full of action is the drawing out of the damn paint. I don't like... Who can paint with oil paints? You have to be mentally ill to want to paint with oil paints. Because it takes too much time. What else is going on? That tongue... I don't think I like that edge there on the tongue. So we're going to come back here with white paint and clean that up. I like to have a hard edge. Are you bored yet? Who's bored? I'm thinking, when you're thinking horror, you're always thinking red paint. Okay? And I'm thinking the tongue, not dry yet. I got red paint on myself like I'm bleeding. You got to think horror. The tongue has spikes on it. Red, horrible red spikes. Like that. Horrible. Ooh. That dried fast. Will that stay, do you think? I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling the pressure now. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the spiked tongue. See? I don't like it. That's all there is to it. Now I have to wipe it off even though it's dry. But you work with your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Just because you think it's a mistake, it may not be a mistake. Because just like, maybe I like it better now. But I'm thinking that I need more blood. I need blood somewhere. It needs to be more action blood. You don't even have to do it with the handle. You gotta hope that the paint goes in the right spots. Like that. Yeah, now see, that creates action. It's horror action. And I'm just gonna let this part drip here. Alright. Now I'm gonna work on the hands. A thumb type finger with a what else am I going to use? A thumb. We're just going to paint it with the finger. I went up too high again there. That's not going to be good. That's going to get covered up by the beer border. Well, just do it. Just go all the way up and see what happens. Make your mistakes work for you. How many times have you heard that one? Now, that forces your eye to have to... You can't get in there now. So now it has to do this, this, and this. So maybe I like that. Maybe I like... Because now your eye has to go this way and this way. And this is kind of trapped, but that's okay. What next? Finish the dogs? I still don't know what an alien wiener looks like. And I don't know if the alien should be on fire. I think it should have hair of fire. That way it would be going like that and that. The alien should have hair that's on fire. You're an adult male, get a job. I don't know if this is going to be too much red. But I think the hair needs, I think it needs to have hair and it needs to be on fire. So if the hair's on fire, then there has to be smoke come out of it. And we're just going to do this until we get the smoke built up the way we want it. Kind of like that. Now, I think it's working out now. But now we're down to the alien wiener thing here. Down here, that should be a surprise. So I think what I'm going to do now, because it's going to take forever to process this frickin' videos. I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to come back and just... Okay, I'm back. Not too much longer. Longer. It's not been that much longer. And, okay, so basically, I should have taken this thing. Okay, so basically what I've done here is I'm kind of look up here because I can't. Is the dogs. I remember why I wanted the dog barking, because dogs always go crazy. They're the first ones to know when aliens show up. And I came up with the alien wiener solution. Down here, he's got a couple of wieners. Anyway, there's the other dog, and that's it. Just put it up on the screen. I don't know, play some music if there's time. I have no idea. Thanks for stopping by. I said that, didn't I? Bye.